housekeeping. What is the right link that we should join every morning?
Daily
I'll
use.
did in the calendar. This one?
The one you are right now.
Because so we're going to use this link for Scrum for stand up.
Yeah. Both links.
Okay. The calendar invite has the other link in it. Sorry, you said both links or both?
No. One link for both meetings.
Okay. The calendar invite has but I will update that.
Okay, we're not live yet.
Right.
I am debugging live.
Yep.
Okay, we're live.
Oi! All right. Here we go. Welcome back to the Daily Yield. We are back. I'm here with Daniel, Jonathan, and our founder and CEO, Sam. Questions in the chat, please. It's launch week. 5 days, 5 things going live. We've been building towards this for a while, and today is the day that we make the plan public and walk through each one. Jonathan has mapped out the schedule. Today we go through it. Explain what each launch is, why it's in this order, and what we need each one to do. So I welcome comments from anyone here, but Jonathan, can you just tee us off? Launch week, what's going to happen this week?
Yeah, well, welcome to Launch Week. The main goal is that we've been working on things for a while, and there's been a lot in the queue that we could get some good learnings on. And so let's release it and try to get as much as learnings as we can. So the very first thing that's up is watchmepivot.com. And this is kind of the focal point of all the other endeavors, because this is where, for any other project, you can come in and see us like build live. It's where you can come, there's a Discord, so come hang out in the community. And so if we don't launch kind of the more company focus on this is where we're at, this is what we're doing, then all the other launches will kind of just be in the wind. So this is the place we want everyone to go. So that's why that makes sense for this to be number one. So the next launch is My People. That's been one of Daniel's main projects for a while. And it's a very useful tool for orchestrating agents. I think you can probably have a better description. But the reason we're launching that is it's something that's been ready, something that's been in use. So it makes sense for that to go next. Then we will be launching the Plow app. So yeah, Plow is next. So Plow is a project for running agents on your Mac. And this is something that we've kind of like done and had a little bit before, but there have been a lot of changes. And so we're going to kind of relaunch an open invitation to it and see how it attracts folks to it. So if you want to be able to run OpenClaw or Hermes, that's what that project's about. And so there's been a lot of kind of development on that we want to see, like, does it resonate with people? Or are people still looking to use this? Next is a project a little bit related to Watch Me Pivot, and that's the token maxing leaderboard. So one of the things about kind of where we're at is we want to bring like AI knowledge to everyone who's interested in it. And one of the best ways to do it is looking at who's using AI the most, who's taking the best advantage of AI, who's actually really just using tons of tokens to get tons of value. And so a leaderboard is one way to see at least who's using the most tokens. Maybe doesn't say who's using value, but that's a good proxy for what are people doing with it. So that's going to be next. And then the final thing with this kind of thesis on wanting to bring AI knowledge and get people using and leveraging AI to the best of the ability is the notion of how-to guides that we've all kind of developed either small projects, big projects, things of that nature using AI that we think if we shared these with people, one, they get use out of the project, but then they can see how we're going about doing that. And that's these how-to guides. That's going to be launched last. That's launch week in a nutshell.
Excellent summary. Thank you so much. Well, let's kind of dig in a little bit one at a time. Sam, before we did you wanted to respond to any of that stuff? Because I think you've been kind of pushing us into this launch week, and I'm sure there's some things that you want to make sure that we get out of this week. Do you want to kind of talk to a busy week ahead?
Yeah, really what I'm hoping for is to launch the community. And so even the Plow Mac app, the way we were framing that launch is we're launching up the Plow 100. So we're launching 100 spots for community members to build, to co-develop agents with us to solve real problems in their lives. And so we're seeing people use Plow to run a family dashboard, or use Plow to manage all their expenses and match receipts to expenses because they don't want to do that bookkeeping work in their business. And so we really want more of that, and more of that engagement with the community to figure out, okay, how can you use an agent to solve a real problem in your life? And I'm hoping that thread will be contiguous throughout the week. So it's less about, honestly, like Wednesday is less about the Plow Mac app and more about launching that community of people who want to build on top of that Plow Mac app.
That's great. And where do we? Obviously, we have some users already. I want to flash that up on the screen. Actually, is there an easy URL that I can input for that?
Yeah, what we'll be launching is plow.co/100. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
You can pull that up.
Yes. Yeah, let me pull that up.
That's the Wednesday launch. Yeah.
Okay. Because there might be people listening right now that might want a spot here, because it's an important community to belong to. I'm going to share my screen here and see if I can actually. Yeah, there you go. Cool. So people can just click in here, and they pay the number that they click on, right? So if they take spot 3, it's a $3 fee. Am I getting that correct? And
that's exactly right.
And the goal here is to keep the cost really low, so that we can just encourage people to come and participate and give us feedback, and hopefully get a good product out of it at a very low cost.
Yeah, and 82 spots left. You get the kind of live support around running an agent on your computer and building skills around that agent to solve a real problem in your life.
Yeah, you and Mary are both. I actually have it finally downloaded and running on my new mini Mac. You and Mary are using it regularly. What might be a good couple of use cases? You mentioned organizing the family calendar, but you use Plow for pretty much everything you do at this point. Am I right? There's so much.
You can think of it as a iMessage front end to your computer. So it really, a lot of the things you can do on your computer, you can do with Plow. And so, the other day I couldn't find a gift certificate. I bought somebody a gift certificate. It was a $300 gift certificate. It was a year ago. For the life of me, I couldn't find it. I had to take off. All of my Google search foo had failed me. And so I just messaged Plow, and I told Plow, can you look up the fishing businesses on the West Coast of Washington and find a gift certificate, and it went and found all those fishing businesses. It found a gift certificate, and it just worked while I was, I was actually at a birthday party with my family. And so it saved me $300 in that moment right there. Right. And saved me from staying in front of my computer.
Right. Again, just kind of aligning with the manifesto of just giving time back so that you can be present in the life that you want to have, and not trying to, look through, using a finder to try and find something that's hard to find. Well, cool. Thanks for sharing that. I guess we could touch, I think I'd like to touch one day at a time. So watch me pivot today. I can share from my side. And then Daniel, maybe we could talk a little bit about the landing page. I'll bring that up and we can maybe just tee you up for that. But I'll just say from my side, because I have been doing some work on this over the weekend, what I expect to be going live on today is the YouTube channel. We've actually been uploading a bunch of really cool videos, content that we've actually been building for like the last 2 months. And we're going to test a couple of our videos by putting them live today. And we also will be going live on the social channels of Instagram.
Can you share a little bit
Yeah.
which video are we publishing?
The first video is the very first one that I did of Sam, where he is thinking about the fact that he has 5 employees, 2 users, and he's needing to pivot. And I think that kind of summed up the kind of experience that people hopefully will relate to. That startup culture is it's day by day, things can change, and I'm going to start with that one. And then I also want to start talking directly to people myself. So I have a little script prepared, just setting the stakes for how important, our channels are in terms of putting out our daily message, but also kind of understanding that this isn't a for sure thing. We are here every day trying to find this key in this dark room, and there's no guarantee that it's there. So the search continues. But I think it's really important that people understand that, you guys who are watching are really an important part of us sustaining our growth as a company, because until it'll give us more time to find this key. So I'm going to be making a personal message about that. But let me share the screen here.
Maybe people from the community, they have little flashlights with them and can help us find the key in the room.
Ooh, I love that. Okay, here's the Watch Me Pivot. The new landing page, which I see some new functionality here. This is new. It's announcing that Daily Yield is live right now. I didn't know that was on there. Who added that?
That's Mary.
That's
did it.
Mary. Okay, very good. Do you want to kind of speak a little bit to the updates and upgrades here?
Oh yeah. So on our new page, we do the first thing we notice. Now there is this warning that let us know if the team is live or not on the daily huge, and every day at what time is it for you in Pacific? Is it 9 or 10? 10. Okay, so 10 to 10:30 we're live on doing the daily huge, and 10:30 to 11 we are live doing our daily Scrum. So there was a lot of text. So AI loves outputting text and putting poems or like strong words, like phrases, effect phrases on our website. So that was all cleared out, and with the human touch instead of the AI touch, right? So it's much more clear, and we show what we're doing. We reduce the live sets, so you can see how many lines of code we changed today on or company repo. You can see how many tokens we burned, how many viewers we have. 9 viewers. That's 9, 11. Nice.
Wow. Keep talking.
Cool. Yeah, keep talking.
Going
So
up.
there's for almost 5 months we are in this dark room looking for the key, and everything was done live. And I think this counter is like watching, like I remember when this was, I don't know, 2 months or like 1.5 months, and now it's 4 months already.
And where does that revenue looks relatively modest? Where's that revenue coming from? Where's that number coming
So
from?
on the first launch that we did for Plow, we launched the Plow 100. That is the community on Slack for people to have early access to Plow.
Yeah.
And the spots that we sold sum up to this amount.
Excellent.
That's it. That's
good early signs of revenue there. Very early signs.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay,
Uh,
and then maybe this stuff is pretty self-explanatory, but maybe just want to touch on these last two pieces before we move
yeah.
on.
So daily is what you're watching us do right now, and topics that we cover, new stuff that was released on the AI world, sessions with us building, maybe sharing the products that we're working on, what we're going to launch, talking, rehashing the conversations, the discussions, the pivots that we considered, um, showing up cool demos of stuff that we're working on, and uh, reflecting on the journey so far. It's everything that can happen during a daily yield.
Excellent. Yep.
Yeah.
Full transparency here, guys. We're leaving nothing unshared. Okay,
Yeah.
and then this maybe this at the bottom.
Yeah, so this is our podcast. I'm so excited to have like to watch the episodes. I is there do we know when we release the first episode?
We're by the end of the month. We're looking to see the first one go live. We're still
Nice.
building out the assets, and we actually have a recording. Hey, you know what it's like? Uh, what is it? Fire aim. What's that?
Fire aim ready?
Fire aim ready.
Yeah.
We have recorded some, and then we took stock. We recorded 4, and I think we have actually 6 in the can right now. But we were thinking about what we could really do to bring people into the podcast very early on. And Jonathan actually provides some very, very valuable detailed feedback. But we're thinking what we're going to do is take some time on Wednesday to record a short summary of each episode that we can post at the top. This will allow people to kind of know a little bit about the value that they'll get out of each episode as soon as they start listening. So again, this is the constant kind of test and learn iteration process that we're undergoing for every facet of the business, and nothing escapes this process. So the AI worth using is retrofitting the opening right now so that we can kind of make sure that we really give users the best product possible. So that's a little bit of why we're kind of like keeping the release date a little bit under wraps. But once that's finalized, we'll provide a very real launch date for you
Nice.
guys. So
Can you open this AI worth using link?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So
Ooh, look
there,
at
yeah.
this.
This is
Very
our
nice.
podcast with Sam, our founder, and Tom, the co-founder of GitHub. And there's so all this is a actual question from me.
Yeah.
Do we record all those videos, all those podcasts, the 6 of them?
Good question. We have recorded 5 out of the 6 of them. We were
Right.
actually going to record Logan on Wednesday, but he had a really interesting reason that he felt we should punt on his. He's feeling like there's maybe some opportunity to give us a little bit of a scoop, a little bit of a kind of a news break scenario where he might have a new feature that he's thinking about that he could provide us some nice access to with his podcast. So we considered waiting a little bit longer to allow for that. Sam, since you're here, is there anything specifically you'd say to that question about the nature of these 5 podcasts that we've recorded?
Yeah, I mean, if you develop with AI, I think each of these, I mean, these are some of the world's top developers, and each of them bring an interesting lens and kind of share out like, hey, this is a tool that I rely on that I haven't seen others rely on, and so each podcast kind of presents a new tool, and so I think they're all useful from that perspective. Logan's going to be really interesting to your point. Like, I think there's going to be an announcement there about a new model that is coming soon. So more to hear there from Logan and from Google.
Yeah, and I think I can say a little bit because I think our audience hopefully will be kind of excited to learn. We started out with this idea that we were going to kind of provide this kind of broad base of knowledge around, what people are using AI to create and sharing kind of an episode. Each episode was going to be a kind of a teach Tom learning moment where we got under the hood of a developer's tool and watch Tom install it and have that developer or builder kind of give a kind of a master class in what the tool does. And then we realized that there's something kind of very I mean, the agentic engineering space actually is so these are experts, and so we kind of are thinking about another small pivot into a more developer audience, because these tools are so high level. The people that we have on the they're world-class coders, so we're feeling like maybe our kind of earlier understanding of this being kind of like a providing kind of democratizing access to tools is probably a little bit too broad of an audience base for us to go after, and that we're thinking now kind of to aim a little bit more towards people who actually are working in the agentic AI space and developing and using these tools and have a working familiarity to these tools. Would you say that's a kind of a way that we're kind of rethinking this, Sam?
Yeah, the intended audience for the podcast are developers rather than novice or general AI users.
Yeah. So again, just as we kind of continue to make these things, we get more data, and it informs how we pivot. All right. Cool. Well, that's great. That's today.
Yeah,
Busy
there's
day.
another thing at the bottom
Oh,
of
sure.
Watch
Oh,
Me
yeah.
Pivot. If you can go back there.
Yeah. Sure.
Actually, two things. First one, we do have a builder index where we compile. So that's where I guess Jonathan shared this with us. So people who are spending the most on AI tokens, and this is our proxy for people that are being able to extract value from AI. We list them into our leaderboard that was rebranded to Builder Index, previously known as Token Maxing. And at the bottom, if you go down, there's a link to our Discord.
Nice.
So if you want to be part of our community, check out our Discord channel. I think we are at almost 100 people there, maybe
What?
30 to 100.
100?
I think. No, 100. So this is a thing. I always confuse people thinking it's 800, right? But it's 100. Almost there. Yeah. So help us arrive the 100 members on our Discord by joining it, where you can be closer to us and DM us and share stuff you want to learn, stuff that you want us to review, or share your projects. There's actually an interesting project there someone shared. It's a rebranded version of our Builder Index, but instead of being graphs to represent the token usage, it is by skyscrapers.
Skyscrapers, yeah.
Yeah,
And the more tokens they use, it adds a pixel to the landscape, right? And kind of allows you to kind of build into this cool visual.
Yeah, it's called Token Town. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff there.
Excellent. Well, we have 5 minutes left before we have to rush off to our Scrum, and our audience can join us there. It's going to be on the same link, right, Daniel?
We'll be here.
Okay. So we'll just transition right over. But let's unless we want to kind of discuss any more about Watch Me Pivot, maybe we can talk a little bit about My People launch tomorrow. Do you want to kind of pivot to that right now?
Oh yeah. Let's do it.
Let's talk.
So tomorrow I am. Can you access mypeople.seeds.plow.co?
Okay. So seeds.plow.co/mypeople.
No. mypeople.seeds.plow.co.
Okay.
So tomorrow we're launching My People, and My People is my daily driver to use AI. It's the way I use Claude, the way I use Codex, the way I use Grok to do stuff, to ship stuff, to create My People, to create seeds, to do anything, to make this live stream available on watchmepivot.co, where we can change the source feed. Are you? I can share the link with you, Ron,
Yes, please do.
on Slack.
Thank you.
Yeah, here we go.
Thanks. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah. So I I don't know if that was the motivation. Actually, I remember the motivation. At some point, uh, when Codex was as good, you can scroll down a little bit. There's a
Yeah.
few gifs showing my people. Yeah, yeah. You can stop there at the middle.
Okay.
So imagine a to-do board where I can just add a task, and I know that there will be an AI boss agent that will manage that task until it's done. It will spawn engineers to work on that task, assign them, and send messages to them. So the problem that I was facing was when Codex became as good as Claude, I was like, okay, I want to use Codex as well. It was really good for you to use two different AI systems to confront each other, and maybe one will be implementing and the other will be reviewing. And then my work was open one terminal and say, hey, Claude, create a plan to implement X. And then I was going to the other terminal window saying, hey, Codex, please review Claude's plan. Let me know what it needs to fix. I copy and paste the review, paste back to Claude. Hey, Claude, fix your plan. And I was in this middle, back and forth, pasting messages from one agent to the other agent until the thing was done. To create the plan, to implement the feature, to test the thing, to deploy, everything was through this step by step. I was thinking, why can't, if that's my job, why can't I have another AI that does this thing until both ends are happy?
Yeah.
And then I started creating my people. At first was a system to have one Claude session that would send message to other Claude sessions, to Codex, now to Grok. And the first level abstraction was I just need multiple agents. I care about the agents. I care about the terminal tabs running the agents. And I need to remember which tab is doing what. And this was important until I figure out I don't care about the agents. I don't care about how many terminals or like which agent is running inside each terminal. What I care is about the feature and that the feature works. So I don't need to manage the agents or know about them. I can just know about the tasks. So this is the feature I want.
Yeah.
Keep me updated about this feature on this link.
Yeah.
Send me screenshots, send me videos about this feature working here.
Yeah.
And if this is not working, I'll send a message here.
Right.
And now the abstraction is about features, about tasks instead of agents, right? And so in the old world, I will have one Claude session and be like, hey, remember that thing we discussed? What is
Yeah.
the status of it? And then 30 seconds later, hey, and remember the other feature we talked about? What is the status of it? Hey, remember, and Claude will be confused. And now, like, Claude receives the context about what I'm talking about. I just need to talk. The thing is important, and by using my people, we will know what I'm talking about. And so there in the middle, you can see this visualization of the boss connected to multiple terminals, and that's how it works. The boss spawn engineers respond to the boss. I talk to the boss via the to-do board, and that's what I used to code, and that's what we are releasing tomorrow.
Incredible, incredible. I think we should talk in depth about that tomorrow. There sounds like there's a lot there that we could kind of dig into. I'm particularly interested to learn how effective the videos that they capture, like just like broadly, do they come back like give like they're obviously functional, they're obviously useful, right? The videos that you get given back.
Yeah, so that's it. Asking for videos solves a lot of problems.
Yeah,
So one of them is I ask Claude to do the feature. Claude thinks he's done.
right,
He tells me,
right,
hey,
right,
I'm done. If you want
right.
to use the feature, just run these commands on your terminal
Right.
and you use it. And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean I need to run commands on my terminal to use the thing? How did you test if I need to start the thing? So by asking, hey, I want a video of the thing working, uh, it compacts the message, hey, you need to go there, you need to
Yeah.
turn on the system, you need
Right.
to access from my machine
Right.
and record from my browser. So this means, okay, this is actually accessible from my computer and not
Right.
just from whatever little container the engineer is developing, and run the thing.
Hmm.
And so there is something running and it is doing something. So by just asking the video proof, it solves a lot of other stuff that I don't need to make explicit that I want, because it understands by having a video proof
Yeah.
that all the other things are required.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Well, it's after time, so we're gonna have to transition here to our stand up.
All right, for stand up, take a few minutes to write our updates. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sounds great.
We're all in.
All right. Rowan, you want to go first?
Yes, yes. Let me jump in here. Okay. There's my reply. Cool. Okay. Current state of being good. Although I'm still sick. I'm still fighting a cold, but I'm nearly there. What are your wins from users? Okay, so I'm actually looking. What I'm. I guess it's a little tricky to answer it directly, but what I'm focused on right now is I've been setting up the YouTube. I think the YouTube is going to be a priority for me. I built out thumbnails, Daniel. I can't wait for your reaction to the thumbnails. And done episode descriptions or video descriptions for everything. And then I basically are going to release, as I mentioned, 2 videos today and monitor the engagement. And then we'll kind of make decisions about how we release these over the next 2 weeks. I'm out of office next week, so I have a good backlog of videos that I'll be putting into posters to release. But I might need some support with some of the engagement next week. And Sam mentioned that potentially, Daniel, you might be able to help with some of the engagement if we see any comments or likes or whatever. So at some point this week, I'll talk to you about that. I am also prioritizing Instagram and X today to have some posts ready to go live today by end of day. I'm also preparing for our marketing session recording of the podcast on Wednesday with Tom and Sam in the studio. And I'm working. Content partners are actually working. I've asked them to put together those episode summaries. Sam, we'll see how they do. They said that they'll share those by end of day today, and if there's anything usable in there, we'll continue. We'll work with those, and if we can obviously apply our changes as needed. I also need to sync with you today, Sam, about the communications objective for the Asian cribs section on Wednesday that we're going to be recording at 8:30. I just want to get a sense of like what is it that we really want to kind of draw out from David and kind of make sure that we index on for the messaging there. And then I'd love to get that kind of nailed down today so that we can get that out either tonight or tomorrow morning so that David has some time to review it and respond with any changes. So yeah, those are the big focuses for me for today. Thank you.
All right, so I said I was going to prep for the Logan podcast and do the Logan prep call. Did both of those. I said I was going to review the launch plan. Did that. Said I was going to finish the product hunt launch page and share out. I did that. Shared out in my Scrum update, the launch page. I said I was going to continue the investor comms. Did that. And today my focus is investor comms. Comments for Jesse's podcast. Rowan, I owe you that. And Rowan, I'm hoping to get a product hunt launch video for the Plow Mac app.
Yes. I actually have our editor working on that today.
Okay, I'm happy to we can. I think there's going to be B-roll that we need to record. So I would
Okay.
I would honestly take a first pass, and then we can figure out what the B-roll is, and then record that.
Yeah.
And I would make these really, really rough. I mean, I think they're still too polished, which I think for this audience communicates like marketing speak in a marketing team versus like a real indie hacker launching something out. So, yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
those are my priorities. And yeah, Rowan, let's chat about David. That sounds good.
Nice. For me, I said I was going to take the rest of the day after Scrum on Friday off. I did that. So there was some feedback from Jonathan about the My People launch. So I took a pass at the My People page. And I applied. So Jonathan, actually, I'd like you to take a look into the page again if possible. Let me know what you think. And then
Sorry, who is that directed to? I didn't hear Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, that one line, that one word, I heard Jonna, but I wasn't sure. I heard Jonna Sam, and I was like, oh.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Powers combined.
And so I'm working on making sure that we have a stable My People for the launch tomorrow. And I'm doing fresh installs and making sure they work. So Sam, if you can install later, that's going to be helpful. Jonathan, if you can reinstall, this will also be helpful. What else? Actually, yeah. I did record two sessions of doing product hunt reviews. On Friday, this was the top apps from the past week released, and I didn't publish this yet. They're being edited, and also the English version of My People video is also being edited. So this was not updated into the landing page yet, but it will be. And Sam, I'm not sure if you want me to work on so Mary did update the Watch Me Pivot leaderboard, and also gave another name to it called Builder Index. So let me know if this is something you would like me to work while she's not here, or if the updates she did on the leaderboard is already enough.
I mean, I would defer to Mary. It looks like the color scheme and stuff needs work, but I don't. This is all Mary's expertise. So, did she leave any comments?
Yeah, she left a message to us today. I don't know if you saw that, but it wasn't like there was a design that should be followed to do the update. It's on end channel.
Okay, I would. I'll slack you two changes to make.
Sounds good. That's it for me.
Okay, for me, I was going to start on the how-to guide for the family dashboard. I didn't get a chance to go in quite yet and get a Raspberry Pi, but I plan to do that. Lucas also sent out a guide that I can use, so I'll try that out. So that's my main goal, and then any other way I can help or give feedback, that's what I'm here for.
Jonathan, you should be able to do the guide without a Raspberry Pi if you want to work on that today. You just I would point it to like a Docker
Yeah,
kind of thing. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was figuring. Yeah.
Great. All right. Sounds good.
Mary just shared the new design, FYI.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm looking forward to this launch. So, if any, the launches this week. Just a quick a few things that are top of mind for me. Um, if anyone, I would encourage everyone to try like the other products and identify ways you can contribute. Like Daniel, is there a how-to that you can create? Jonathan and Daniel, can you install Plow? Does it work? Is there a quick bug fix? Right? Like when we think about this week, I'm kind of holding off on giving you guys direction as far as like longer term meaty investments of time. Instead, I would prioritize for each launch trying it. Do the links work for Watch Me Pivot? Does the is the can you write a message in a Discord channel? So maybe I'll follow up in Slack, but I would love for everyone to sign up for just a couple ways that you can improve one of the existing launches, and to the extent you have excess capacity this week. So that's one thing that's on my mind. Another thing that I'm really struggling with is whether how-tos are dead, um, and the reality that we're all flooded with all of these messages on our socials about all these amazing ways we can use AI, and the challenge that if you want to do something right now, you just go to Claude and ask Claude to do it, right? And so we have to think about how this connects to what we're doing with signal and noise, but it seems like we're moving away from a place where you go out and find the how-to, and more the how-to or the capability is pushed to you as an awareness. And it's like, how do we deliver signal in a world of noise when push is really the vehicle for it? Does that make sense?
So I did see, yeah. On that note, I actually did see. I think it was the Nate AI guy. He did a video where he was just like, I gave Fable and GPT Soul access to my computer and said, "What can I do to improve my life?" And it came up with stuff. So also, if that has access to ranges of possibilities that might be interesting. Just as like random thought of what I saw this weekend.
Yeah, there's something about the world is changing where it's less like this is what you do and more like this is what you can do, and like that guy's publishing a video because it's like this is what you can do, right? You know, and our how-tos or this this property that we're considering building, I think we have to. There needs to be some sort of mechanism for publishing on like the properties that already exist, say TikTok or Instagram or whatever. Like, hey, this is what you can do. I'm not exactly sure how to integrate that mechanism, but we're no longer in a world where it's like, I want X, I'm going to Google it, I'm going to follow a how-to for how to do it, right? Um, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense what you're talking about. I The use case I can think of a how to is just to give a better context to my AI about what I want the AI to do for me. Like I don't need to describe everything. Like, hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
ideally it's almost like the blue check mark for the video. It's like, hey, this is what I can do. Oh, you want to do it? It's credible because it I have this page, and you want to do it too. Just tell your agent, go install this, go run this how to. But the product is almost like the the video that gets published on Instagram and TikTok and LinkedIn or whatever.
the product is the distribution.
The product is the distribution. Yeah. Because nobody organically is
I
going to
think it's
find
also like
the how to.
I feel like it's also a
Yeah,
little bit encoding like engineering knowledge, just like the little bit that's maybe necessary to push it over the edge and get it in the right place, at least right now.
Right, but as language models get better, that's going to get replaced, or that's going to like that's going to go away, right? And so it's really about the distribution of like what's possible. Um,
there's yeah. It looks to me that there's two things. Like one is the human knowing what he wants to do, and the other one's like the AI knowing what is available to tell the human to do. Um, so like AI as CEO. So if we are doing tools or like stuff that works, the AI knowing that the way we're doing is a good way, good source of truth for how to's or for whatever we're doing. And the others like the humans knowing that and asking the AI to do that. Um,
yeah, this is a longer conversation, but it's on my mind. Like a how-to page that's just Stack Overflow is dead on arrival, right? And so it's like it's really about the distribution. I think that's my point. Okay.
which
Um,
is what we're trying to do here, right? Like by building the community,
yeah.
by
Yeah.
making the videos,
Yeah.
by publishing the.
Yeah. Actually, to our credit, it's possible that product really you can't build product today without community first. Our community is the most direct way to build product. Like OpenClaw, we were interviewing Peter, and Peter was like, "Yeah, I was hacking on this. Nobody was paying attention to it, and then I created a Discord channel and gave everyone on Discord access to my OpenClaw, and it took off. Right? It was this community moment where people could message OpenClaw when OpenClaw took off. Right? And so there's something definitely about what we're doing as far as like building the community and then using that to influence the product. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks,
All right.
everyone. Hey, Jonathan, can you share out the launch schedule on? Can we have a canonical URL that's like? Um, so okay, there's the Google sheet, um, but I'm a little thrown off by it because
Yeah, I mean the Google Sheet's like out of date now.
Yeah,
Also,
it's almost like just like a list of like the next 10 working days over the next 2 weeks. And then if we're launching anything on that day or day, a link to, a comment about, like I'll Slack you the Plow product hunt launch. Um, and that should go on Wednesday, with the link. Yeah. Um, okay. Actually, on that note, when I was scheduling the product hunt launch, um, let's see, how do I get back to this? I kind of messed up the products. Uh, where's the schedule? Schedule. There's this. Um, I think this is midnight on the 23rd, 12:01 a.m. on the 23rd. There's some sort of open AI day. So I scheduled it for midnight on the 23rd, but um, I can launch midnight on the 22nd. So that would be first thing on the 22nd, Wednesday, which is when I originally was going to do it. But we should launch something on OpenAI Day just for fun, if we want to do something else. Does that sound good? So just basically tell me if you want me to change the launch date. I'll Slack you the current time. Okay.
okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. Okay, Daniel, I'm going to go to my office, so I'll see you in a few minutes.
Sounds good.
Take care.
O que recomenda ser estudado hoje para garantir um nível de desenvolvimento seguro? Testes. Cara, você tem que testar. Você tem que testar, né, cara? Por exemplo, se eu faço uma feature aqui, dá um exemplo aqui no meu caso, né? Se a minha feature, ela